Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome to my channel Electronic Devices Analysis. So guys, in this lecture we will see the RE model of the common emitter configuration, and at the end we will see that how we compare the DC and the AC analysis of the common emitter configuration. So guys, let's start with our today's lecture. So guys, first of all we will see the circuit of common emitter configuration. Circuit for the DC analysis. In the DC analysis of the common emitter configuration, the circuit will be look like as that. This will be the common emitter configuration, and this is ground point, and there will be a voltage battery present or the resistances are present over there. So this will be a simple circuit for the DC analysis of common emitter configuration. So guys, now we will model it in the AC analysis. Model for AC analysis. This will be our second point. So guys, as you know that this will be the branch of base. So therefore we will take this side as base side, B side, and then this junction is known as the base emitter junction, and base emitter junction has the voltage drop of 0.7 volts. So therefore it will be look like a forward bias diode. So this will be like a diode, and then this will be goes to the emitter branch, and emitter branch is now grounded, and then from the emitter branch to the collector branch there will be a dependent source present. Why we will take this dependent source? Because here is the current flowing IC and here is the current flow IB, and IC is depend upon IB. If IB changes, then IC will be changes, because the formula will be equals to IC will be equals to beta times IB. So therefore the dependent source IC will be depend upon IB. So therefore the value of dependent source is beta times IB. So the value of dependent source is beta times IB, and then it will be goes to the collector side, and there will be a resistance present, and this resistance has the value of R naught, and this resistance is also present in the common base configuration, and you know that this resistance is come from the output characteristics of common emitter configuration. Now we will see that how it will comes from the output characteristics. In the output characteristics, you will see that here we will take the voltage VCE, and here we will take the current IC. Now the output characteristics are drawn. So therefore we will take a load line over there, and there will be a resistance present R naught, and this resistance is comes from IC and the VCE, because due to the Ohm's law, here we will see due to the Ohm's law I will be equals to V over R, and from V is equals to IR, the resistance will comes from R is equals to V over I. Over here the resistance R will be equals to R naught, and V will be equals to VCE, and current will be equals to IC. So therefore the R naught will be comes from the VCE over IC. So therefore it will be comes from the output characteristics of common emitter configuration. So now we will simplify that model. There is a diode present, and this diode has the value of as AC resistance, and AC resistance has the value of RE. We will also see in our previous lecture of common base configuration RE model, and here the diode value is something RE. So you know that the IE is current flowing in the common emitter configuration, and it has the value of IC plus IB. The combination or the sum of both of the currents, collector plus base current, is equals to the emitter current. And as you know that VBE, the base emitter junction, will be equals to base emitter junction voltage will be calculated from IE versus RE. So from here IE is equals to IC plus IB into RE, and here IB is simple plus this IC, you know that IC will be equals to beta times IB, so we will take the value of beta times IB of IC to multiply with RE. Now we will take IB common from there, so IB into 1 plus beta into RE. Now we will calculate it. This will be equals to the base emitter voltage will be equals to IB into 1 plus beta times RE. So VBE over IB will be equals to 1 plus beta times RE, and this voltage over current will be equals to the input impedance of common emitter configuration, and this has the value of 1 plus beta times RE, and approximately ZI will be equals to beta times RE. Because if beta has the value of 100, then 100 and plus 1 is equal to 101. Nothing more change, only plus 1. So therefore we will approximately call that the input impedance will be equals to the beta times RE. So now the simple model of the common emitter configuration is look like as there will be a resistance of RE. Now the value of input impedance is beta times RE. So therefore this resistance has the value of beta times RE, and then the emitter branch is common between them, and there will be a dependent source beta times IB, and there will be a resistance of R0. This will be the collector current, and here the base current is flowing, and there is the emitter current which will be equals to 0. Here you can calculate the value of output voltage, and here you can calculate the value of input voltage. And as you know that from the output side you can calculate the value of output impedance, and here you can calculate the value of input impedance, and here you can see that the input impedance will be equals to beta times RE, simple, because there is only one resistance is present. So ZI will be equals to beta times RE, and output impedance is our resistance is in parallel with the dependent source. Why we will not take this dependent source? Because when we calculate the output impedance we will zero the input signal of that circuit. If we zero or off the input signal, then dependent source will not work. So therefore only one resistance is present, so the output impedance will be equals to the simply R0. And here now we will calculate the value of input voltage and the output voltage. So the output voltage will be calculated from, you know that there will be a resistance present, and this resistance has the value of R0. So therefore R0 is multiplied with this dependent source, and this dependent source the value of beta times IB. So these two are multiplied because this is resistance and this is current. So current into resistance is equals to the voltage by the Ohm's law. So here we will arrange it, beta times RE is multiplied with R0. Now we will put the value of base current. The base current has value because base current is on the input side and there will be a voltage present VI. So therefore the input voltage will be calculated from there. The base current value is VI is divided by beta times IB. Simply I is equals to V over R. V over R we will calculate over there, and because there will be a current present IB. So therefore this will be equals to multiply with R0. So therefore V0 will be equals to, so this factor is multiplied with beta because there will be a beta present. So beta is cut with beta, and we will take the VI on the denominator on the left hand side, and there will be present only one thing is present over there, and this is 1 over IB is multiplied with R0. This is beta times, not beta times IB, this is the beta times RE, and beta is cutted, this is simply RE. So the voltage gain will be equals to RO over RE. So this will be the value of voltage gain, and here we will take a sign of minus. On this circuit you will see that when we apply the input signal on this capacitor, you will take the output across this capacitor, and across this capacitor you will calculate the output as an inverted output. So therefore we will take the minus sign over there, and this will be the value of voltage gain. Output voltage will be calculated from this side, and Vi is simply Ib over beta times Re. So that's all for today. We will see all of the parameters of common emitter configuration and the simplified model for the common emitter configuration.